Good morning friends, myself Professor Mangesh Ahire. Dear friends, today we are going to learn damp free vibration with viscous damping. Dear friends, last lecture we learned about free vibrations and damp free vibrations and difference between them. In free vibrations, we have only spring and mass system, and in case of damp free vibrations, we have spring, mass and dashpots or damper system. So this is the diagram. Observe. In this diagram, first here, as it is a damp free vibration system, so here spring with stiffness K and damper with coefficient C is provided. One end of the spring and damper is attached to the fixed surface, while another end of the spring as damper is attached to the mass M. Dear friend, this is the mean position, or one can say this is the equilibrium position of spring, damper and mass system. Once you give some displacement to this mass M in downward direction as X, then this is your displaced position. This is your displaced position. This position is called as a displaced position. In displaced position, what happens? The mass is displaced at an amount of x from mean position to the new displaced position. So here spring will be stretched and the new stretched spring, that is with stiffness K and damper with C, is shown here. Now the mass is at new position, that is called displaced position, at a distance x from the mean position. So here x is the displacement in downward direction, x dot is the velocity and x double dot is the acceleration is acting on this damp free vibration with viscous damp system. So this figure A, this is first figure, this figure A shows the schematic mathematical model of spring and mass, and this is dashpot or damper system. This is spring, mass and dashpot or damper system, and this figure A is called as a viscous damp system. Now this system that I have already explained, now this system is displaced by an amount of x in downward direction through a distance x from equilibrium position to the new displaced position. So this is the second diagram. In the second diagram, dear friends, we have to take some sign conventions. Here M is the mass of the body, we will take this in kg, unit is kg. K is stiffness of the spring, and that unit is Newton per meter. C is equal to damping coefficient, that is Newton second per meter. X is equal to displacement of the body, unit is meter. X dot is velocity of the body, and that is unit is meter per second. X double dot is acceleration of the body, that is meter per second square A. Dear friend, here displacement, velocity and acceleration, they are linear. So this is the diagram. Please observe this. Now, in next position, we will learn the forces acting on a mass in displaced position. Observe this diagram. In this diagram, here stiffness K, spring having stiffness K, dashpot having C, M is the mass, the displaced position. Now, we will show the various forces acting on this part. So, for this, observe here, Kx will be the force in upward direction. Then here, Cx dot. Dear friend, as it is spring damper, so इसमें किस तरह से होता है देखिए, observe here, this is your cylinder, this is your cylinder, this is your piston. So this is your piston, and here your fluid is there, viscous fluid is there in between them. So when piston moves, a force is applied in downward direction, there is a velocity in this damper. Piston has a velocity, so here we will take the term x dot as a velocity. So as the body moves in downward direction, so inertia force act in upward direction. So detailed diagram is shown here. Observe. The detailed diagram is shown here. This is called free body diagram of the mass. For this diagram, ये जो mass है, this mass. For this mass, we are going to draw this free body diagram. So here, first, as body is moved in downward direction, the inertia force is acting in opposite direction, and the inertia force is given by mx double dot. So, dear friends, always remember, Inertia force is always opposite to the direction of motion. Here direction of the motion is in downward direction, hence inertia force is equal to ms double dot is acting in upward direction. Now here spring is provided, that is K. So its force is acting in upward direction by an amount Kx. So this is your spring force. Now here velocity, so here on mass Cx dot is the term act that is called as a damping force. Why x dot? Because there is a cylinder piston and piston is going to move and piston is having velocity here. So here x dot term. So this is your free body diagram for this displaced position for the mass. Observe here. Dear friend, here we have not taken mg. Here weight of the body, weight of this body mg that is act in downward direction is not considered because it is cancelled or nullified by the spring force K delta. Observe here. If you observe this spring diagram for first here, so यहाँ पे mean observe here. So if this is your mass, so its weight is at W is act in downward direction as a mg, and when it is an equilibrium position, spring force act as a K delta. So here what happened? So mg is equal to K delta here. Hence mg is equal to K delta, and hence here your weight, that is mg, is not considered because it is nullified by the spring force K delta due to static deflection. So we are only consider here spring force, damping force and inertia force. We never consider the weight as a mg. Now this is the explanation. Here I again repeat, here we are not going to consider weight of the body, that is mg, because here observe this diagram here. If you draw the free body diagram for the mass when it is at equilibrium or mean position, that time weight is acting downward direction and K delta is the spring force is acting upward direction. So mg is equal to K delta due to static deflection. As mg is equal to K delta, it nullified automatically due to spring force, hence we neglect the term mg. This is very important here. Now we have to determine the differential equation of motion for damped free vibrations. Now dear friend, for this free body diagram, I am going to apply D'Alembert principle. What is the statement of our D'Alembert principle? The statement of our D'Alembert principle is in summation of inertia force plus external force is equal to 0. Now here I will consider for this free body diagram here, I will consider upward side force is positive, downward side force is negative. Observe here, inertia force is there. So this inertia force act in upward direction. So we will take plus mx double dot. So here plus mx double dot. Then our external forces कौन से? External forces are spring forces and damping force. So as Kx is a spring force act in upward direction, we will take this Kx as a positive. Then damping force is act in upward direction Cx dot, so we will take Cx dot as a positive. So from this free body diagram, we have D'Alembert's equation as mx double dot plus Cx dot plus Kx is equal to 0. This is your equation number 1. Equation number 1. So this equation number 1 is called as fundamental differential equation of motion. So this is equation number A is called as a fundamental differential equation of motion for a single degree of freedom system. Single degree of freedom system को short form में कैसे लिखा जाता है? SDOF. S for single, D for degree, O for off, F in freedom. So one can also say SDOF system or single degree of freedom system having damped free vibration. So this is our very, very important equation. Now dear friends, I can repeat, this equation is mx double dot plus Cx dot K plus Kx is equal to 0. M is equal to mass of the body, x double dot is the acceleration, C is your damping coefficient, x dot is velocity, K is spring stiffness, x is your displacement. Now I have reproduced this equation here. Now I want the solution for the differential equation. The equation number 1 hai. For the equation number 1, now we proceed for the solution of differential equation. So this is now the solution of differential equation. Here I have reproduced this term, equation number 1, mx double dot plus Cx dot plus K is equal to 0. So I have labeled this equation number 1. So equation number 1, this equation number 1 is linear differential equation of the second order. This is linear differential of the second order. Why second order here? X double dot. X double dot means what happens? X double dot किस तरह से लिखा जाता है? D square x upon dt square. Hence this is second order equation, differential equation, and its solution can be written in the form of x is equal to e raised to s to a. Dear friends, you learn this part in your M3. So solution for this equation mx double dot plus cx dot plus kx is equal to 0 is given by x is equal to e raised to st. Now, here E is called base of natural logarithms and that value is to be taken 2.718. Then S, this capital S is the constant and is to be determined. Then T is the time and it's measured in second, and your x is to be taken as a displacement here. So now further, now I am differentiating. We differentiate this equation A with respect to T. Once you are going to differentiate this equation x is equal to e raised to st with respect to time, we will get x dot is equal to e raised to as it is, and then derivative of st is with respect to t is s. So we have a differential equation or a differentiating equation A. We will get the equation x dot is equal to s into e raised to st. So इसको किस तरह से लिखा जाएगा, देखिए I am going to write here x derivation of x is x dot which is equal to e raised to st, and e raised to st में से st का derivation आएगा s. So we have x dot is equal to s into e raised to st. This is equation number B. Now further we will again differentiate this equation number B with respect to time. Once you differentiate this equation, x dot is, so it's differentiating, after differentiating with respect to time, it is x double dot. So here x double dot is to be taken as d square x by dt square, right, is equal to, or we can replace this x double dot s as it is e raised to, here we will return, and remaining derivative of st में से derivative of e raised to s2 का क्या आएगा derivative, s, only s terms in further way, and t is dt upon dt 1. So we have derivative of x dot is equal to s into e raised to s2 is given by x dot derivative is x double dot, s term as it is e raised to s2, and derivative of e raised to st as a s. So we have s square, s square into e raised to st. So this is our second acceleration equation, and this is equation number C. Now we will put this equation A, equation B, equation C. That means displacement, velocity and acceleration equation. We will put these equations, all A, B, C equation we will put in this equation number 1. Now after putting this, observe, dear friend, I have reproduced this equation. In equation number 1, what is equation number 1 we have? We have equation number 1 is mx double dot plus cx dot plus kx is equal to 0. This is our equation number 1. Now m as it is, put the value of x double dot. What is the value of x double dot? S square e raised to st, that I have kept here. So this m as it is, x dot ka value, what is x dot double dot value? We have s square e raised to, that I have kept here, plus c as it is. What is the value of x dot? X dot value as s into e raised to s2, that value I have s into e raised to st, plus kx, k as it is, value of x we are going to put as e raised to st. So this k into e raised to st is equal to 0. So after putting equation A, B, C in equation number 1, we have this equation. Now from this equation, I will take e raised to st, e raised to st, e raised to st common. So what is remaining inside the bracket? Inside the bracket remaining e raised to st as a common into bracket m into s square plus c into s plus k is equal to 0. Now further, after cancelling this e raised to s2 or e raised to s2 goes this side, it becomes 0. So we have remaining equation ms square plus cs plus k is equal to 0. This is equation number 2. Now dear friend, this equation number 2 is called as characteristics equation of the damped free vibration system. Now observe, it is in the form of quadratic equation. This equation number 2 is in the form of quadratic equation for which we have two roots. Equation number 2 is in the form of quadratic equation for which we have two roots, that are s1 and s2. Now we will calculate that s1 and s2. So by using quadratic equation, how to calculate the roots of the quadratic equation? We have one formula. So see, the roots of the equation are calculated by this s12, two roots, so s1, s2, so s12 is equal to standard formula minus b plus minus under square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now dear friends, we have this equation number 2. Equation number 2 is ms square plus cs plus k is equal to 0. So here m value we will take as a, c value we will take as a b, and k value we will take as a c. So here a is equal to कौन सा value equation का, a is equal to m, b equal to we will take c, and c equal to we will take value of k. So by putting this value of a, b, c in this equation, we have S12 equation as minus as it is b, b का value कितना है, so this c, plus minus as a under square root c square, sorry plus under square root b square का value क्या है c, so c का square क्या होगा c square, this minus sign as it is, 4 as it is, value of a कितना है m, value of c कितना है k, so we have minus c plus minus under square root of c square minus 4m k as a numerator, divided by 2a, divided by 2a का value m, so this is divided by 2m, this equation. Now I will solve this equation. So 2 upon m हमें क्या करना है, divide होगा. So here we have S12 is equal to minus c upon 2 upon m. This is under square root, this is outside under square root. Now ये plus minus as it is. Now I want to put this value 2m inside the under square root. So we have to square it. So what is inside, what is the value we have? So under square root c square. So इसको अगर हम put करेंगे so क्या होगा, minus c upon 2m plus minus square root में किस तरह होगा, इस तरह से c square divided by 2m है, square root में चला जाएगा तो इसका क्या होगा, 2m square होगा minus 4m k as it is, ये 2m चला जाएगा, यहाँ पे क्या होगा 2m square होगा. So now this term I have taken here minus c upon 2m plus minus under square root of c square divided by 2m bracket square. So पूरा दोनों का square है, तो इसका पूरा टर्म मैंने square कर लिया. minus 4m k divided by 2m square क्या होगा, 4m square, 2m का 2m total bracket square होगा 4m square. So this is equation number 3. After solving this equation हमें क्या मिलेगा, so therefore S1 से हमें क्या मिलेगा, only one root minus c upon 2m, ये प्लस लेता हूं मैं, प्लस अंडर स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ c अपॉन 2m टोटल ब्रैकेट स्क्वायर माइनस दिस 4 गेट कैंसिल, m स्क्वायर, यहाँ पे m स्क्वायर तो 1m कैंसिल होगा, सो बचा माइनस k अपॉन m. दिस इज इक्वेशन नंबर 4. नाउ हाउ टू राइट द वैल्यू ऑफ S2, यहाँ पे हमने पॉजिटिव लिया, नाउ वी विल टेक नेगेटिव वैल्यू. सो S2 इज इक्वल टू माइनस c अपॉन 2m minus, here we have taken S1 as a positive, so S2 as a negative, under square root of c upon 2m total bracket square minus k upon m. This is equation number 5. So for this equation number 1, we have this equation number 1. Observe, mx double dot plus cx dot plus k is equal to this equation number 1. This equation number has two solutions. This is a differential equation which has two solutions because we have two S1, S2 values, so two roots, so we have two solutions. First is x is equal to e raised to S1t and x is equal to e raised to S2t. Because two roots are there, so we have two solutions in the form of S1 and S2. Now here, the general solution for this differential equation number 1 is to be calculated as x is equal to a e raised to S1 into t plus, sorry friends. Now as there are two values, S1, S2 has two values, so we have two solutions for this differential equation number. This equation number 1 has two solutions, and these solutions are x is equal to e raised to S1t, that is for S1 due to S1 root, x is equal to e raised to S2t because we have a second root S2. Now the general solution, how to calculate the general solution for this equation number 1? How to calculate the general solution for this equation number 1? So there is formula x is equal to capital A into e raised to S1t plus capital B into e raised to S22. This is equation number 6. And dear friends, this equation number 6 is called as a general solution for the equation number 1 here in the form of S1 and S2. We have calculated this S1 and S2 here. So here A and B, these are constants and that you have to determine from the initial conditions. So dear friend, this is our first equation, that is equation of motion for spring, dam and dashpot system. We have calculate solution of differential equation, then we calculate two roots S1 and S2. From that we have two solutions of differential equation, and from that we calculate this general solution to the differential equation. And in next lecture we will see the solution. We will see the solution for this equation number 6. Dear friends, please subscribe, watch my YouTube channel, and please put your comment. Your comment for today's session will be considered for your attendance for this session. Thank you.